What shocking truth is hiding behind HYBE's silence? Why has Bang Si-hyuk, the legendary hitman Bang and mastermind behind BTS and global K-pop domination, suddenly been summoned to court? Is this just a routine matter, or the beginning of a scandal that could shake the entertainment industry to its core? Fans, industry insiders, and even HYBE's fiercest rivals are holding their breath as whispers of hidden deals, explosive revelations, and courtroom drama begin to circulate. Before you scroll further, ask yourself, what could possibly bring down the man who built an empire on dreams and music? Comment your thoughts below, hit like if you're shocked, and subscribe for every update as this news unfolds. The news spread like wildfire across South Korea and the international entertainment scene. Bang Si-hyuk, HYBE's chairman and the architect behind some of the biggest names in K-pop news, has been issued a court summons. For years, Bang was untouchable, praised for transforming BTS into global icons and expanding HYBE into a multinational powerhouse that swallowed labels, signed megastars, and redefined what an entertainment company could be. But today, questions flood every social media timeline. What exactly has brought Bang Si-hyuk into the crosshairs of legal authorities? The timing of this development is raising eyebrows. HYBE is in the midst of navigating a turbulent industry climate, contract negotiations, shareholder pressure, competitive threats from SM, JYP and YG, and the delicate balancing act of BTS's military service era. Just when fans hoped for stability, headlines scream about a courtroom battle that no one expected. Rumors of undisclosed financial dealings, hidden clauses in artist contracts, and possible regulatory investigations swirl, feeding the frenzy of speculation. Could this summons be related to internal corporate disputes? Or is there a deeper, darker issue lurking beneath HYBE's glossy public image? As reporters camp outside the courthouse, a familiar pattern emerges. The company issues a carefully worded statement claiming cooperation with ongoing procedures and urging the public not to jump to conclusions. But silence only fuels curiosity. The public demands answers. Why now? Why Bang Si-hyuk, the man seen as almost synonymous with K-pop's modern golden age? For fans, the thought of their idols being dragged into the chaos is almost unbearable. For HYBE's rivals, however, the news is an opportunity, one that could reshape the competitive landscape of the industry. Legal experts suggest that a court summons doesn't automatically mean guilt, but it does mean scrutiny. And scrutiny is the last thing HYBE needs while its artists are pushing for global tour, brand deals, and comeback campaigns. Investors are already jittery. Whispers of stock volatility echo through the financial markets. One analyst even suggested that the mere perception of scandal could wipe billions from HYBE's market value overnight. The stakes could not be higher, not just for Bang, but for every artist and staff member connected to his empire. The question on everyone's lips is this the beginning of HYBE's biggest crisis yet? The courtroom will decide facts, but public perception is already spiraling. Every fan forum buzzes with speculation. Did this involve contract disputes with global brands? Was there mishandling of artist earnings? Did regulators uncover inconsistencies in international expansions? Each possibility is more shocking than the last, and yet none have been officially confirmed. That silence, heavy and strategic, leaves fans grasping at every rumor, every anonymous insider post, every leaked hint. The emotional weight of this saga cannot be ignored. For fans, Bang Si-hyuk isn't just a corporate boss, he is the man who believed in their idols before the world did. He was the one who told BTS to write their own stories, to sing their truth, to rise from underdogs to superstars. For him to now stand before a court feels almost like betrayal to some, while others fiercely defend him, urging patience and caution. On Twitter, hashtags trend, Stand with Bang, HYBE Crisis, and Truth for Hitman Bang, reflecting a divided but passionate community. As each day passes, new fragments of information emerge, painting a picture that grows more complicated by the hour. The media thrives on the uncertainty, publishing headlines designed to inflame, not clarify. Fans demand transparency, critics demand accountability, and HYBE's rivals quietly strategize how to exploit this opening. The courtroom is no longer just about Bang Si-hyuk, it's about the future of K-pop's most powerful empire. But here's the real twist. What if this summons is not the climax, but only the opening act of a much larger drama? What if the legal spotlight uncovers not only Bang's actions but hidden power plays inside HYBE itself? Could boardroom rivalries, hidden contracts, or suppressed scandals finally see the light of day? The tension builds, the questions multiply, and the industry waits for answers that may never come cleanly. This is more than just a legal news. It's a battle for control of the narrative, for the trust of fans, and for the survival of an empire. The courtroom may deliver a verdict, but the real trial is happening right now in the court of public opinion. And with every hour that passes, the pressure mounts on Bang Si-hyuk and the company he built to reveal the truth, or risk losing everything to rumor, speculation, and mistrust. The silence from HYBE only makes the situation more controversial. Every hour without clarification sparks new layers of speculation, and what began as a simple court summons for Bang Si-hyuk has now turned into a wildfire of accusations, debates, and shocking claims across the entertainment industry. Critics are beginning to frame this as more than just a legal matter. They see it as a potential reckoning for years of unchecked power within K-pop's biggest empire. The question is no longer just why was Bang summoned, but what skeletons could HYBE be hiding behind its polished global image? Whispers grow louder that this summons could be connected to internal power struggles, with rumors of HYBE's executives divided into factions. Could it be that board members, investors, or even insiders pushed for scrutiny of Bang's leadership, hoping to expose weaknesses at the very top? Some claim there have been disputes over artist contracts that went far beyond the publicized slave contract controversies of past decades. Others suggest that Bang himself may be under fire for how HYBE managed its explosive expansion, acquiring labels, diversifying into tech platforms, and tightening control over its artists in ways that some believe crossed ethical boundaries. The controversy deepens when considering HYBE's rivals, who have everything to gain from a weakened HYBE. Was the timing of this summons coincidental? Or is there a coordinated effort to destabilize the company's dominance? Adding fuel to the fire are leaked documents circulating in fan forums, hinting at confidential agreements with global corporations and suspicious clauses tied to artist earnings. While their authenticity remains unverified, they have already ignited anger. Fans demand to know, did their idols sign away more than the public was told? Are profits being funneled into ventures that artists themselves have little control over? The emotional impact is devastating. Some fans feel betrayed, while others rally to defend Bang, calling the entire ordeal a witch hunt orchestrated by jealous competitors. The division within fandom communities is perhaps the most dangerous aspect of this scandal, because if trust between fans and HYBE shatters, the damage will not be easily repaired. Meanwhile, financial markets react with panic. HYBE's stock wavers and investors openly question whether Bang should step aside at least temporarily to calm nerves. But for Bang Si-hyuk, stepping down could be seen as an admission of guilt. The longer he resists, the more the controversy festers. Shareholders demand transparency, critics demand accountability, and fans demand honesty. Yet HYBE's official statements remain frustratingly vague, polished words about cooperation without concrete details. This calculated ambiguity is only making the scandal worse because silence breeds suspicion. And then comes the most explosive twist, speculation that BTS themselves, even while serving in the military, may not be immune from the ripple effects. Could their future activities, contracts, and global campaigns be entangled in whatever the court has uncovered? Rival fandoms gleefully spread rumors, hoping to stain the legacy of K-pop's biggest group. The controversy expands beyond Bang himself. It now threatens to engulf every artist under HYBE's umbrella, from TXT to New Jeans to 17. Every name connected to the company is dragged into the conversation, whether they want it or not. The controversy doesn't stop there. Some politicians seize the moment, questioning whether the K-pop industry has grown too powerful, too influential, and too unchecked. Calls for tighter regulation resurface, and the thought of government intervention sends shockwaves through agencies who fear losing control over their lucrative operations. What began as a single summons is rapidly escalating into a potential industry-wide reckoning. Fans around the world are left with one haunting question. Is this the downfall of Bang Si-hyuk's empire, or the beginning of a brutal cleansing that will expose the darkest truths of K-pop's corporate machine? The courtroom summons for Bang Si-hyuk is no longer just a legal footnote. It has spiraled into the single most controversial turning point in the news of HYBE. The longer the silence from both Bang and the company continues, the louder the storm of speculation becomes.
And with each passing day, new voices from anonymous insiders to rival executives step forward with claims that ignite even more outrage. The scandal has become a monster, devouring trust, stability, and the carefully constructed image of a flawless empire. The controversy grows sharper because it touches the heart of HYBE's rise, its contracts, its deals, and its unrelenting control over the idols who built the empire. Rumors suggest that some artists had raised concerns privately about profit distribution and creative freedom, but those whispers were suppressed until now. The court summons has opened the floodgates, and old grievances are resurfacing with explosive force. Did HYBE's global expansion, including its acquisitions of labels in the United States and Japan, mask financial practices that regulators are now dissecting under a microscope? Did Bang personally sign off on deals that blurred the line between ambition and exploitation? These questions hang like daggers in the air, each one sharper than the last. What makes the controversy unbearable for fans is the possibility that their beloved idols might be caught in the crossfire. Social media platforms explode with threads claiming that BTS, even while serving in the military, may have unknowingly signed on a contract that gave HYBE unprecedented control over their creative output and earnings. Others point fingers at newer groups, TXT, New Jeans, LE Seraphim, arguing that the freshness of their success could be tainted if hidden clauses are revealed. The hashtags are brutal. Hashtag HYBE scandal, hashtag truth for artists, and hashtag Bang exposed trend globally, painting a picture of chaos rather than stability. But perhaps the most controversial claim comes from whispers of political involvement. Anonymous sources hint that Bang's influence extended beyond music and entertainment, that HYBE's meteoric rise was greased by backroom deals, quiet favors, and unspoken understandings with figures in business and government. If even a fraction of this is true, the courtroom battle could expose not just corporate misconduct but systemic corruption. Politicians rush to distance themselves, some calling for investigations, while others dismiss the rumors as distractions. Yet the possibility of state entanglement adds a dangerous new dimension. This isn't just HYBE's scandal anymore. It threatens to unravel the fragile balance between entertainment powerhouses and national politics. Fans are caught between anger and heartbreak. For many, Bang Si-hyuk was not just an executive. He was the visionary who believed in their idols when nobody else would. To see his name tied to words like corruption, mismanagement, and exploitation feels like betrayal. Others argue that the entire K-pop system has always been built on illusions of perfection, and that the scandal simply tears away the curtain hiding the machinery behind the music. "We supported the music, not the contracts," one viral post reads, capturing the raw emotions of millions. Financially, the controversy is catastrophic. Investors whisper of pulling out, stock prices swing wildly, and analysts debate whether HYBE can survive a leadership collapse. Every headline about Bang Si-hyuk's summons sends shockwaves through the markets, wiping millions in value overnight. Competitors like SM, JYP, and YG quietly seize the moment, pushing new campaigns to claim dominance while HYBE is distracted. For the first time in years, HYBE looks vulnerable, and the entire industry is watching, waiting to see if the giant will stumble. And yet, the most dangerous element of all is HYBE's refusal to break its silence. Every vague statement about cooperation with the legal process only fuels speculation. Every carefully chosen word from the company's spokesperson is dissected, twisted, and reframed as proof of guilt. Silence is no longer a shield. It has become a weapon against HYBE, wielded by critics, rivals, and even disillusioned fans. The courtroom may eventually provide answers, but the controversy has already escaped the walls of the court. It is in the streets, in the markets, in the hearts of fans across the globe. Whether Bang Si-hyuk is found guilty of any wrongdoing or cleared entirely, the damage is already here. The trust that once made HYBE untouchable has cracked, and those cracks are spreading faster than the company can repair them. The most pressing question remains unanswered. Is this simply Bang Si-hyuk's battle, or the unraveling of an entire empire?